Father's Day, and shout out to the good fathers. If you're abusive, narcissistic, deadbeat, trashy father of any color by biological, then you don't deserve Father's Day, including my own. So if I was like that, I don't deserve Father's Day either for my kids either. So I call it like it is. I'm no baby. I don't contradict my views. It is what it is. So shout out to good fathers who are not abusive, who are not deadbeats. Whether you were married to your child's mother or you were not, okay, but you was in their life. You provide for them. You gave them, you know what I'm saying, and you was gentle and kind, like the Heavenly Father, okay? Not the abuse, the misinterpretation that people distort the Bible while folks don't go to church because of that mess. Now, we're going to talk about the Target baby daddy situation. They had a ghetto mission show, Baby Daddy Corp. And this is the 21 anniversary of They Go My Baby Daddy. And back in the day, we used to laugh at that song when I was coming up, and I was actually in 11th grade, going to 12th grade, almost turning grown in '87 when that song "They Got My Baby Dad, They Got My Baby Dad." Remember that song? Yeah, and I never forget. And the people was disliking that song, saying they was making stereotypes about African American descended men. And I said, no, it ain't, because in anybody, because back in the day, folks had baby daddies, okay, of all colors. White baby daddies, Latino baby daddies, and there were women and Asian baby daddies. And this is the 90s, okay? When people was talking about sex, let's talk about sex, baby, okay? Besides Salt and Pepper talking about, yeah, Madonna talking about sex. Dina Howard, rock stars talking about sex, sex and candy. So you had Love Line, remember? Yeah, back in MTV days, okay? So we had potential baby daddies. I was trying to become a potential baby daddy, and we had baby daddies of all colors. We went to Hispanic school, and you had Latino pop baby daddy to Latino baby mama. Okay, call like this. So, and you had brothers being baby daddies, to sisters being baby mamas, and you had white girl being. So I don't understand where this sort was stereotypical. Why it goes to African people when baby daddy was all colors. Britney Spears, white husband is a baby daddy, okay? So, his first baby mama was before Britney Spears being his baby mama, was Star Jones, Shaw Jackson, who's dark skinned, but she black Meserican in the American, okay? Cause her mom black in the American descent, her dad Meserican, okay? But she came my dog chocolate. So I mean, baby daddy, all type of men can be baby. That's we never thought it would be a racial stereotype. But then again, we got ghetto folks that do nothing. I call straight up, do nothing. Pickaninnies and Sambos and pickaninnies, Aunt Mamas and Seven Fletchers in our community who perpetrate a stereotype and tell other groups that that's how it goes in our lives when it's not true. Because when I was coming up prior to the sexual revolution, okay, and I'm part of that, not in my life, I'm talking about me coming out uh, in 1979 as being this, almost actually 339 years. Okay, in the next couple of months, um, that actually 2 months coming up. Okay, that was the norm. It wasn't no white, black, Hispanic, whatever in America. The America morals lower, and you had single parents. And not everybody was married to their baby mama, baby dad, whether you African American, say Hispanic, white, or whatever. Okay, so Asian, whatever. Okay, um, the culture went down, and then when I was coming up, you had teenage girls of all colors being baby mamas to having baby daddies of all colors. So there was no stereotypes. What I love about the '90s, we was breaking the barrier of stereotypes. But then again, here come 2000s. After Bush became president, you had ghetto, pickaninny type folks perpetrated stereotype and making it racial before it became mainstream. And white racist people who have power in this country going after them to be the standard of that, be the epitome of that. to make the whole world think, oh, everybody's baby mama, baby dad in the African American community. When actually, baby mama, baby, when I was in school, and I was telling his parents, they were talking, yeah, you have a single parent black families. And that's, excuse me, when I was in school, there was Hispanics who was single parents as well. And actually, I used to work for Greg about 11 years ago. In majority, not to sound racial, I cannot discuss who the people were because I signed a contract. But majority were brothers and Latino brothers on child support. Yeah, they're white folks on child support, but as I was before I started working for Greg, I brought child support as a temp. I worked at a insurance company back in being a child file clerk back in 2000 before the Bush and Gore days. And I never forget my homegirl who's about my complexion. Her hair is naturally long. She has relaxing hair, but she have different types of hair. She got black, white, Native American in her family. Okay, her baby daddy was a white man. And they lied. The attorney general told them they could not find him, but they found. I ain't gonna say where I was working at. Somebody found where he was at, and he was living in Texas. Yeah, see how they protect white baby daddies who on child support? Yes. And dude was a child molester. I mean, yeah, because the girl was 15 when she had her daughter. This dude was 18, trying to do a white R. Kelly. Okay, trying to do that she be the leader, and he was a white R. Kelly. He was 18, she was 15. He impregnated and went somewhere in bail. Okay, he went out. So they protect white baby daddies. Okay, white baby daddies who make all these, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to African American here in Texas, African American men and Hispanic men, except for Matthew knows, and that's what happened to A.B. Quintanilla. Selena, the Donald Singer's brother, he had baby mamas, and he was a baby daddy. He Latino. No, I have a lot of love for Mr. Quintanilla, so I'm not making fun of him. But that's why on my video talking about that, I was more, because the dude shouted me out and everything. I'm not gonna. Matthew knows, yeah, I was shot because you was rude to me back in 1999 in November with your ugly behavior. Okay, but that's a whole other subject. Anyway, point is, but he's a baby daddy, okay? And I did, was it Eddie Gonzalez? Was it Eddie Gonzalez? Yeah, Eddie Gonzalez. Was it Eddie Gonzalez? I did a story about that. Yeah, I think it was Eddie. He okay. So you can't make stereotypes on each group. And like I said, when I was coming up, baby daddies came all colors, white dudes, Hispanic, African, just guys in all colors was baby daddies. I felt odd because I wasn't a baby daddy. See what I'm saying? Because I wanted to be a baby daddy too. I wanted to be grown when I was 18, before I turned 18. Okay, But I'm glad, and I never forget. I had an asthma attack back in '93. No, '93, '96, and it was a Latino guy. And he was. You could tell they was not married to his baby mama. And we went to Texas Medical Center area with my grandma, my aunt, and I went to my doctor, and I go ahead and expose who my doctor is at the time. The woman who did a topless, remember the African couple they had a topless, the white Jewish woman that was my doctor. She lost a lot of weight because in '93, it was in '92, she was big. She lost a lot of weight and cut her hair. That was my doctor. Okay, so when I went to her, because I was still 17, so I had to go to adolescent pediatrician, whatever you call it, okay? And I had a big asthma attack in '96. Yeah, '96. It was '96 of October. A big asthma attack, extreme asthma attack. I had to take steroids and all that. And I never forget the Latino guy that was at the medical center on Binks. Okay, you can tell he was stressed out. He just had a child with this woman, this girl. Okay, they was about our age. And they could tell they was either barely 19, 18, or either 17 years old. And you can tell the stress that he had, that he was a baby daddy and he couldn't mentally could not take care of this child. And what told me at 17, you better be thankful you're not a baby daddy because you ain't got no income to take care of these children. Let that be you. You still live in your grandparents' house. You're not even 18 yet. Imagine you with no car and they don't give you a car. They trying to keep you under child-like mentality. Imagine you have a child and you got to raise it in that house and you don't want the way how you're raised. You see what I'm saying? And I probably had to go to jail after what they did to me. I probably been locked up in death row. You know what I'm saying? and because I don't believe that type of belief system that they believe in. And my point is, I'm glad I didn't become a baby daddy because I saw the stress and what he was going through. It was not as pretty as what we saw because they was having a child. You know what I'm saying? When I went to Job Corps in El Paso, Texas, and we celebrate Father's Day, majority, some of them was married and some was not married. They were baby daddies. They were Latino. So every time I hear this black single parent stereotype coming out someone's mouth, I point out your ears, and I'm part Hispanic, too, Spanish Creole. Okay? So don't throw that stereotype. And I know white dudes who are baby daddies. And I know white women who are baby mamas, okay? You know what I'm saying? So don't throw that stereotype of African people. But once again, jigaboo, picking any trash, ghetto minded, do nothing, feeble minded by choice. If it was slavery by choice, they would be the slaves. These folks sit here trying to perpetrate a stereotype. And I can't sit here and defend those folks because they stupid. So, as Target make this baby daddy and have an African couple on there, 2 years ago, there was a big outrage about the gender non-gender bathrooms, is it called, right? Okay, where they allow the men to be in the women's restroom because there's people who's transgender issue. And I never get, y'all saw me when I went to Target on South Main. It was, I said, damn, I wish other causes people would do this. Hardly nobody. The parking lot was less people. It was empty, like it was a dead town. And I was kind of glad because I go shop and go. You know what I'm saying? But yes, people was protesting, and I wish our African people do the same thing about the NFL and everything else. But once again, we got coons and people who want to remain in victim mode. Yes, I might be complaining as a victim, okay, but I want to get out of victimhood too. And if I have to fight and also go against people, including those in my own family, to get out so I can have a future without victim mode, I'm willing to put my life and conscience online. So I wish our people go extreme with this because we should be boycotting Target too. Do this baby daddy stereotype. This is not the first time Target doing this shit. Before H&G whatever did this shit about the monkey, they had a little black African child as a monkey on their thing somewhere in Target somewhere. Why are we not doing this every day? Once again, picking trash, ghetto trash, choose to be feeble-minded, enslaved by choice, hood rat thug trash, and your mama step at Fletcher, sample trash in our community we separate from ourselves from. The disgrace of the black race in our community, dark skin, light skin, or whatever, hair, king curl, whatever they feel to look white, look like West Nights, or whatever. Okay, in our community who perpetrate a stereotype and look at you stupid and think you and call you a coon when they don't want to be in a coon, perpetrate the damn stereotype. Okay? So now let's get to the original baby daddy. I'm gonna speak multiracial. As a people of African American and English, African American, European, and American, because that's who we are. We're triracial people. We're not pure black people. Who is our original baby daddy of the Americas, including Latinos? You can add because y'all are European and African too. Who in the American people with white blood, white, and you partner white too? Who is our original baby daddy in the Americas up in here? 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's when illegal immigration first started. Yes, our white male Papa was a rolling stone. When his hat was when he died. That's the real Rolling Stone. Our white male ancestor that y'all scared to claim ain't is original baby daddy. And these brothers and Latino dudes who perpetrate a stereotype are doing exactly what they white male ancestors did back in when Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. So guess what? Why can y'all Target put Columbus and these Confederate soldiers who had baby mamas of one drop of black blood. And besides showing the Pocahontas a story of a white male seeing the Native American woman and married, and it was not always a Pocahontas situation. It was sometimes rape. Okay? Get white male pictures. Thomas Jefferson. All them white dudes back in the day is historical content of the original baby daddy. Once you go to Latin America and find the Spaniard, white Spaniard, who raped the black woman, they raped the Native American woman, because it wasn't always a Malinche story. Okay? Get us, yeah, yes, please. Show the white men who came in pilgrim, what's that, what do you call it, the Mayflower? Get those men and put a picture of the baby daddy for Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to them, baby daddy, Father's Day to them folks, because they was the original baby daddy. That's why I'm not ashamed to claim my mixed heritage, because it shows the American history what they tell in schools a bunch of lies. The devil is a lie, the truth sets you free. So our white male ancestor is the original baby daddy. So next time you do baby daddy story cars, remember to put their pictures on there. Don't put a picture of no brother Latino dude or anybody of color or Native American man in a reservation as the baby daddy, because hell, them dudes who are doing it are practicing what our white male ancestors taught them. Doing slavery, doing the colonization of the Americas. Because they came in this country. Remember, there wasn't no white women coming to this country first as Europeans. Okay? Of course, the Americans were here first. But guess who was the man who came? The white male. The white male came over here and became the baby daddy when they came to the Caribbean, because they killed the men, but not the women. Raped those women in the Caribbean. That's why you have Puerto Ricans and Cubans and Dominicans, not besides being part black, part native to Taino and Arawak and Carib, and went to Mexico before they bought African slaves. Cortez was a baby daddy. Oh, let's call it like it is. See, I'm not afraid to tell the truth, because the truth will set you free. And if I am part white, let it be. Because it tells the story. They can't deny their dirty history and dirty laundry, as much as they try to cover it up in the history class in the United States of America, 3Ks in it. Donald Trump is a baby daddy. Put his picture on there. Harvey Weinstein is a baby daddy. Let's call it like it is. The white male in the Americas, since it's not Europe, has been the original baby daddy from jump starts. So before you start painting pictures of African American men, Latino men, Native American men, even Asian men, and who was the first baby daddy in the Philippines? The white Spaniard came down there. Let's call it like it is. So when anytime someone brings up the baby daddy to my people, first I'll stop denying your mixed ancestry. You the reason that would happen back in the day. It's the reason why your ass is here. You ain't no full-blown black person. You're mixed. So check them boxes. Let the whole world know what happened back in the day. Because anytime you deny your roots, you deny your real true self, and you deny the truth of this country. Because America was not always a Christian country. It never has been. It being a fake Christian country. That's why it was later on during the recession revolution, people started showing their real self. One thing about me, I like to see real shit. I don't like to see fake. Don't put no Bible in your hand and claim to be a Christian and you ain't no Bible or no religious person. You just trying to do a Pharisee scandalization of yourself, trying to act like you holding down when you not. Okay? Trying to be gloomy around folks and act like you better than somebody when you not. I hate that mess. I'm from the South and I hate that stuff, that shit. Show your real self. Be real with yourself. You're not all that Christ-like. I show my real self. Because I'm not going to... I let you know my spirit and when it's good and when it's bad. Because I don't want to fake in front of people. That's how real I am. That's why I sing on this channel. I'm not going to lie to people what I feel in my heart. And I'm not going to lie to God about what I feel in my heart either. No matter if you don't like it or not. I'm not here to live for God and live for human being too at the same time. That's what you mean. I'm preaching. You want you to live through them and actually like you the secondary God with your false interpretation of the Bible. The truth of the matter is, the white male has been the baby daddy from Jumpstart. It would not be before they start using the Me Too movement towards brothers in Hollywood and everything else. It started attacking in Hollywood. First, a sister that's about sisters and Latinas being victims of rape and sexual abuse. But when white women in Hollywood hijacked this Me Too movement, it was targeted at white men. I had to laugh because some of them folks was making fun of Michael Jackson during no time and promoting them, but they were doing all the dirty work and nasty stuff, doing all that. The same ones that were talking about Michael Jackson and trying to say he's a pedophile and Michael Jacko and all that they was doing behind closed sleep with little boys and everything. Charlie Sheen. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that old nasty piece of gate shit, open secret shit. Okay, sleeping with little girls, Stephen Collins. So before you start pointing fingers at people of men of color doing that shit, you had white R. Kelly already before R. Kelly was even born. So please get that in your head. Because the brothers, the thug brothers, and the Latino thugs are learning from your behavior. White male who's guilty of that, not all of the ones who are. They're learning from your behavior. Remember, the sexual revolution came in through the white culture. Then it started to be part of the African American culture. And then the Latino American culture. Because Latino American culture, like in African culture, folks get married and have children, not the other way around. Okay? But when y'all want to wife up in the 80s when breaking, trying to act all innocent, we got to look at your past in the 19th. More. Dun, 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 dun. A white woman saying more. She ain't talking about more love. She talking about having sex. More. It's really this funny that when you have parties with children around, we hear this song. I ain't not know until VH1 revealed she was talking about was talking about sex. Before you saw bashing Donald song, love to love you, baby. It was a white woman saying more. The sexual revolution. Okay? The hippies talking about free love and all the other stuff and free sex and weed and yes. Remember, rock and roll was invented by African American people. It was white culture that took that rock and roll, make it try to make it theirs. And then guess what? The only ones you see in white and then you know about in the Woodstock is mixed race, part black, Jimi Hendrix and Carlos Santana. Like the only ones of color you know about. But who they most promote about Woodstock? The Hugh, the Rolling Stones, and Jefferson Airplane, and James Joplin. That's who you mostly talk about. You forget about Jimi Hendrix, that black, that American Irish, and I heard he got Mexican in him, he had Mexican in him too. You ready to talk about him. He the one made that metal sound. Then Carlos Santana broke that barrier as a Mexican, Latino man. You ready to forget those people in Woodstock, but we hear about all that free sex and love and lust and thought game. Who we mostly see doing that mess? White people. And African people and Latinos felt out of place during that time who practiced it and they start bringing it into their culture and that's it became an epidemic. And I see why I was born out of wedlock in 1979. See, unlike in the reason why they had sisters having more kids, white women was using the pill, sisters was too, but abortion. Men try to advocate abortion to African American people, and it was doing Planned Parenthood with Margaret Sanger because I'm a pro-life liberal. You know, you are pro-choice, and you don't like my message, get the fuck off my message, off my video, because Margaret Sanger was a racist woman. So, and remember, it was Republican, not a Democrat, that legalized abortion, Rich Nixon, and he said to get rid of black bastards. The same one who made war on drugs to target white liberals, African people, and minorities during the Woodstock era. Because they want to get rid of drugs, we got rid of drugs. We still have this problem. And they've been talking about this past 1970, and then the crack, it hit 2018, we still got drugs and opium and everything. Come on now. Do you have Reagan and Bush bringing the crack cocaine? Come on now. The truth of the matter is, you brought that culture to our culture. Okay? and you taught go free love and had sex. And I never get when my dad was growing up and he into integrated school, he even told me, he said, we integrated the school, white dude was talking about pussy in the locker room, and not dicking gay way, but this and that. And he was shocked in this WASP school, white, and it was a private school, they was in the locker room talking about getting pussy. So before anybody throw that shit on brothers, when we integrated, okay, all right, it was white American culture that brought up that sexual game to Latin, African, and because remember, our families were marrying, and I'm real about the Planned Parenthood because sisters, people African people did not believe in abortion until later on. And Latinos didn't believe in abortion. It was white women. And that's why the population so low. Ain't about race mixing. White women giving up, going to going to Planned Parenthood, but they trying to market it. And remember, they trying to put the fertility clinics in the white neighborhood, and you have Planned Parenthood clinics in the African American and Hispanic neighborhoods to get everybody aborting their kids, so they can lower their population. You brought that culture in there, okay? We integrate in their own, but y'all start bringing that mess up, and then brothers trying to show how man they are, trying to, you know what I'm saying. And remember, it was, and also look at the thought game with Hugh Hefner. He was a baby there too. He had a bunch of hoes, and they was ranking up at the doggone Bunny Ranch. Playboy, yeah, they was ranking up. Lucky they wasn't playing that song before he died. Okay, he had a bunch of hoes. They were breaking up. They were breaking down. They were fuck. Okay, Hugh Hefner was having poets like that every doggone time. So he was a baby daddy. So please get that fucking idea out your head that it's a black thing. Cause it was a white thing in America first, and then got later on black, Hispanic, and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You got I never forget. I was on Yahoo Chat back in 2000, and some Chinese men contact me from I don't know what, because I had friends of everybody, every color, every gender, whatever, because that's how social I was on social media. And this Asian Chinese man, he said, "Do you be having?" Said he wasn't gay, okay? No one trying to have no gay, no, trying to make a stereotype. He said in China, this dude was 20, he was older than me. He said, "We don't do that in China, but I want to go to America so I can have sex with some women out there." See how y'all? Okay, so no one. Let's bring up 9/11. Yes, in Muslim culture there are some hypocrites to that, but a lot of Muslim culture is very strict. The main reason why they try to kill us in 9/11 because they saw immoral. Because Americans were going over there, and I remember on Channel One with Lisa Lane. She was on there before she was on The View. And Lisa Lane was on Channel One because we watched Channel One, and she had to wear her head covered. And you had they was trying to cover, they were trying to make sure American television and American culture was not part of Saudi Arabia, somewhere in the Middle East. And the reason why, because they felt that America was culture being high, the hedonism, what we call it, you know what I'm saying, sexual stuff, and this is the 90s, was coming to their culture. They want their children being corrupt or yes, and they cannot air American culture. And they had satellites covered. They had for real. This how strict they was. The whole reason why they tried to kill us in 9/11 because they felt that the nasty culture here in the United States, that white folks dominate this culture, okay, not African people, was coming over there. So they felt that since we were not Islamic, we were Christian, we were the bad people. This is the misinterpretation of the Quran. We had a right to be killed. We were the infidels. Though that's the whole reason why they came to the United States through the border of Mexico and trying to kill us, because they felt that our culture was going over there and corrupting them. That's the whole reason why. They went about all braids and went down their hair black. They already got black hair. If you rock around with blonde hair, white colored hair, blonde hair, you had to cover that shit. They had a Arabian woman. She had her turban on, and she had blonde streak, a blonde, that she could not wear that. So they saw the bad culture in the United States, market to them, And they was doing all they can to stop American media coming to Saudi Arabia and the Muslim, Islamic, Middle Eastern countries. And guess who they mostly saw? White people. So before anybody throw the baby daddy at the black American descendant man, because he ain't pure black, we not pure black people, and the Hispanic and any other man of color, the white male should look at himself in the mirror and look at his history book. Because what you teach in history class is a bunch of lies. And my multiracial background debunks it. Since I am African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish American. Yes, my folk grandma was a white woman on the other side of the family tree, and it was a mulatto Creole, passive white. But it was always that situation. It was a white man raping, seducing slaves on the plantation. That's why I don't look black as this hat here. I don't look black as this hat besides my Native American ancestor in my family tree. Let's get it real up in here. That's why I don't mind putting white and black and American Hispanic on my application to let you know the true thing, because the truth will set you free. I'm letting folks how America is exposed that dirty laundry. Worse than Kelly Rowland song. So get in your head before you start putting an African City couple on there and trying to say that that's how we are as a culture. Excuse me. Go back to the 1960s, say 1970s and 1960s and 70s. Who brought that culture to black American descendant culture? It was the white male. And who also was the original baby daddy in our family tree? The white male. Raping black women, raping Native American women, raping mixed women, and everything else. Getting pussy by choice or by force on the plantation or some Native American community. Let's get it real. It was not always a Pocahontas story. So before anybody start throwing that baby daddy at a man of color, white male who making that stereotype, you need to look yourself in the mirror. And we can go back with that B2 one before you start throwing, and I'm not with R. Kelly, but you start throwing Bill Cosby and these buzz of color and men of color with that B2 moment. Let's look at it. It started hijacking towards white male in Hollywood, Harvey Weinstein and everything else. Okay? Get it in your head. And even in the we start talking about the black on black crime rate being so big. Guess what's the biggest crime rate called the FBI statistics? Sex abuse crimes in the white community. So please get your shit straight first before trying to make a criticism towards everybody else's community.